It's not Blanc de Blanc champagne, obviously. Neither is it steely Chablis nor elegant Burgundy. It certainly isn't rich Californian Chardonnay, and it's not opulent Australian Chardonnay, but it is Chardonnay. From where does it come? Well, it comes from Spain. Yes, and I believe this particular Chardonnay is soon going to be known as a benchmark for Chardonnays which are made in Spain and which have a certain amount of time with lees contact. In this particular case, it's had 5 months in lees contact, and it does make a contribution to the final wine. What is it? Well, it's Bodegas Pigar, and it's made by my friend Juan Piqueras. Juan Piqueras is establishing himself as a bit of a star in the firmament of the Spanish wine industry. Known locally, of course, in the Utiel-Requena area, and that's not too far away from where I'm talking to you now. He's becoming a bit of a young star, a bit rebellious, but that's not a bad thing, but also starting to get known through the rest of Spain. I believe that this particular Chardonnay, as I say, is going to be a benchmark for the style. It's a really lovely wine. Let me show you the bottle. You can see it's just simply named Pigar Chardonnay. It's got a few of those little flowers on the front of it, and I think it's a very attractive bottle. It's Burgundy style bottle, incidentally. But what is it actually like? Well, it's wrapped up in a sort of a creaminess which comes from the lees, as we mentioned before. What are the flavours we get from it? Well, we get a little bit of an old sort of draft cider, an English cider I'm talking about. One of those that's cloudy, very, very dry. There's a little whiff of that apple cider sort of aroma that comes. We're also getting with this some blanched almonds. We're getting a little bit of a citrus element, and that adds to its freshness and certainly would help it go down with seafood and fish dishes as well. There's also just a slight touch of underripe banana skin. You know, when you sometimes can't quite peel the banana perfectly, it sticks together a little bit too much, but you do break through it and get to the banana, which might be a little bit harder than perhaps we'd like, although of course different people like different styles, of course. But if you actually whiff not the banana, the fruit itself, but the skin, you can get a little bit of that. So it's got several different elements to it. Also looking at it, I'll bring it over again, and you can perhaps see, I think you probably can, even though it's against my darker background, there's a little bit of a golden colour to it as well, which might make you think that perhaps it's an oaked Chardonnay. No, and there's no oak anywhere near this particular wine. Let's try it again. It's lovely and fresh. It's refreshing. It's going to go with that fish and those shellfish dishes. I could just sit with one of those shellfish paella. We absolutely love it as well. But in fact, we tasted it and really, really enjoyed it last night with Pollo Argentina. This is a chicken dish, chicken legs in actual fact, and they're roasted, but they're roasted in an Argentinian sauce. It's got a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of cream to it as well, and that all sort of melds together in the mouth when you're tasting this wine with it. I really recommend it, and I would suggest that you go and find it. It's selling locally at the moment. I'm not sure yet if it's joined its brother, which is Pigar Chardonnay, in Sweden and on the international market, but if it hasn't, it soon will do, I'm quite sure. It's Pigar Chardonnay. It's 2017, made by my pal Juan Piqueras. I do hope you enjoy it.